Hi. Alright, this is part 3. Also, this is Suns and Mushy. Yeah, in case you guys are wondering, I'll show you kind of how I... Oh no, I ripped this part. That's okay. I'll show you how I sort of did this. So with the crystals, orange, calcite, I counted. So I have 6 decks total. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And so that equaled the first deck. Now I had 5 remaining decks, so I continued that pattern. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I took the 4th deck, and so forth. And so that's how I picked these decks out. And this reading is about reflection, messages from the moon, for some reason swan, yeah. Also, I plan on doing the subtitles for this video, so if it's hard to hear me because the music's up loud or for any reason, the subtitles will be accurate so you guys can read what I was saying. But you might read what I'm saying and realize that maybe what I say doesn't make sense. But we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Gonna go ahead and get started with reading number 3. So first, I'm going to take the 4th deck. I feel like now's just the time for love. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is another twin flame reading. You know, I try to make them all different, but they all ended up being twin flames. It's almost kind of like, yeah, I might just have to label this New Moon Twin Flame reading, because the 4th one, spoiler alert, is actually dedicated to being twin flame. The other ones were not, but they all became that. So those are the messages that are coming out. This is an overall connecting energy for some reason. Okay. This might not be a twin flame. We'll see how this goes. 4, 3. Alright. Ooh, I have yet to shuffle this one. This one hasn't been used in any of the previous ones. Alright, so that's where that comes out. And wow. They both came out, so well, damn, I lost it. I'll reshuffle this one and this one. Those are the 2 that jumped out. So 4, 3, and then 1. Okay, well. I don't know how to describe it, but my One Piece Uno deck, it feels refreshed. I know that's like what I did earlier and everything, but like, I don't know how to put it. Ooh. Energies. And then, this is my clarifying deck. That's literally all, like, I haven't said. Oh, there was one final part to all this. Down here. So, first deck. This one. Okay. 1, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122 Mouse. Three of Pentacles. So I'm hearing partnership. This will help me feel what kind of connection this is. When I got the card, guys, that I consider the Twin Flame card in the Soul Cards 2 deck. So 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. All right. I'm not able to remember 4 of Pentacles energy. So Divine Masculines are gathering knowledge for some reason and about forming a 3D world connection with you. This came out reversed. So it's not like they're beaconing, like asking for people to reach out to them. So like it's not like they're like saying reach out to me, reach out to me. In fact, they're actually kind of saying like they're trying to keep to themselves. They're trying to like do things for themselves. It's kind of like they're not asking for help. They are giving themselves help. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Whereas Coyote is kind of like a self-caused defeat, and what this is referring to for Divine Feminines, perhaps with the pain, is with the 6 of Pentacles energy. 6 of Pentacles is like supposed to be about a giving and receiving, so it's kind of like you've been giving, but maybe you feel like you aren't receiving, but that is a self-defeating intention is what I'm hearing. And then with the 4 of Pentacles, what is the 4 of Pentacles? At least I have this to help me. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles. I'm just trying to remember. All I remember is my deck's version of 4 of Pentacles. But basically it's withdrawal, blocks, control, release. So what I'm hearing is that there's like blockages with this give and take, basically. But this is something that you can help. This is something that is like almost like an illusion is what I'm hearing with Coyote. I'm hearing in a strange way, this connection is pretty equal give and take from Divine Feminine's point of view. And from Divine Masculine's point of view, it's like they're not trying to ask for help, and they're trying to like, they're like receiving, basically. It's like if you're giving Divine Feminines, rest assured Divine Masculines are in fact receiving it, and they are gaining a lot of knowledge and really readying themselves is how I hear this message. Time to clarify. Alright, 3 cards came out with this clarifier. Passion, fire, energy, action. So what I was kind of getting at is they're readying themselves. They are readying themselves for action, to summon something. And what they're trying to summon something is something honest. It's the truth of like what's deep in their heart. I'm pretty sure that's what this book is going to talk about, honesty. Let's see. True communication. Yeah. Courage, honesty, integrity, getting clear messages, telling the truth. So they're trying to summon this, or like feeling up for it, basically, with what they've received. They've got the energy to do so. Now let's see where this kind of goes. We get Crow. This is law. This is going with your own personal truth, going with integrity, and seeing beyond this physical world, seeing the shadow, basically. And with this, there's daydreaming. That's how I feel about this card. It's the daydreaming card. So they are seeing things for what they are to themselves. And Two of Swords. They found themselves in a fork in the road. There is a choice that has to be made at one point or another. The fork in the road energy is always kind of difficult. It can feel very conflicting because on one end you don't want to be where you're stuck at, but on the other, taking a choice is scary. That's how I feel about this card. So maybe Divine Masculines out there, you're feeling like this. Divine Feminines, though, our energy is very, very, what's the word called? Not forceful, but approaching. I don't know. Hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. Like, we have a strong approach. We like go head on. But like, I think we've done so much of that we're like, okay, let's take a break. Let's like stop and let ourselves grow and nurture ourselves instead of overflooding the other person with our like almost like forceful nature. But it's like, it's a very positive forceful, if you guys get what I'm saying. It's kind of like you're just so honest and you just say what you feel so much that it can be very overpowering. It can be very, yeah, it can be kind of intimidating, but the truth is we're actually quite chill. And so like now I feel like we're like trying to like balance these energies out so that we don't be so overpowering in general. So really positive energies. Elk, this is about stamina. So Divine Masculines are perhaps resting and building up strength. And no, it's more like, well, maybe for some Divine Masculines, but I feel like it's more like holding on. They are like really, really trying to like, it's kind of like you're pushing yourself. If you have, as guys have watched Naruto, it's like Rock Lee, how he pushes himself to the absolute limit. But with thoughts, it's kind of like he's got these thoughts to himself, and he's like really, really, really trying to hold it in, basically, with his stamina. I feel like he's good at that. Or they, sorry. I was thinking about my Divine Masculine. Sorry, guys. Because Divine Masculine can be he, she, they, whatever, whoever. You know, we can all be who we want to be. So, my apologies on that. But basically, yeah, they like are trying to keep these thoughts to themselves, perhaps. Death, though, it's time to, they are going through a big change. It's like they can't do this forever, and there will be a big change. Woo! Also, I want to clear, well, I don't really need to clarify those, and I don't feel like I need to clarify this. Things are shaping up to be pretty odd. Though, but like Divine Feminines, we've kind of already gotten in the flow of this spiraling action. We're already so good at going through an infinite amount of like looping energy, where we have to figure out how to get out of this like current. We're like, oh, there's the escape route, or like, oh, there's the exit of this like figure 8. You get what I mean? We really understand the flow of things, I would say, or Divine Feminines out there listening to this. And so as of now, we're just kind of trying to figure that one out. It's like we're trapped. There's something that we desire outside of this trap that kind of like we get burned a little bit, and we just know there's a way out. It's not scary. This card is actually a very hopeful card. It's like things right now kind of are but we know there's a way out. We know it with the grasp of the spiral. King of Swords, yeah, we definitely know it. Clarity of mind. Some connecting energy. Weasel, stealth. 3 and 3. I like those numbers. Stealth. Pretty sure that's what Weasel is. It's kind of like, the way I take this message is that both sides of this, me and my Divine Masculine, you guys and your Divine Masculines, or you guys and your Divine Feminines, whoever's watching, you know, we're all perhaps just kind of like taking steps back, kind of like trying to figure out what our next course of action is, trying to kind of figure out what the other person's next course of action kind of is. Kind of like a game, but like not one where we're trying to predict, but rather it's like we really just like, we're just trying to figure out like what's the right choice, what's the honest choice, you know, how do we come out with this honestly and not like with some sort of like other things, basically. So yeah, that's how I'm hearing about it. We're just trying to figure out the deeper meaning behind ourselves and the other person, trying to figure this out. But I feel like we're all trying to figure this out by ourselves. And yep, this is all about going deep, deep within, stoning ourselves away, like encasing ourselves within our own mind. Really trying to get to the bottom of this. Connecting energy is that this is a lot of strength. This is proving that we are both, you know, all of us collectively are like us and our divine masculines or divine feminines. You know, we're all using inner strength in this connection. Instead of clarifying, I'm going to go ahead, pull a piece of advice with that energy. Advice, universe, new moon energy. 3 cards, no. That's 5 cards. I'm good. Sorry. Oh, I saw that one kind of flip out a bit. 10 of Wands. Ooh, 10 of Wands is like put in the work. It's like the ultimate action, like that final action to push into an Ace of Wands for a new beginning. Wow. Alright, and let's see what this is all about. 9 of Pentacles is about putting in work, getting that work in. That's how I see 9 of Pentacles energy. I am going to refer to this book, because this book really helps me a lot, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, well-deserved reward. This is like satisfaction by putting in your hard efforts. And then confidence. Do this with confidence and with passion. With passion, rely on your instincts. We'll clarify the passion card. Oh man, you guys are like yin and yang. You guys are like, you have these differences that just really complement one another, and the passion for those differences is definitely there. Yeah, that's how I feel about this reading. I feel like this was my most solid reading so far. The first 2 got kind of out of hand. This one I feel pretty good about. I hope this message resonated with some of you out there. Wow, yeah, this was one of my shorter ones. Let me look at my reading number 4. See if I can fit both of them into here. I can do it. I need to pause though to write all the things down. So hold on. Okay, so I wrote out all the things, spelled out the letters. For those of you who chose reading number 4, so how I did that, hopefully you can see. Spelled out the word like fluorite. I counted up the letters. So there's 7 letters, or how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 letters in fluorite. So since there's 6 decks I had, I counted up to 6, and then 7 and 8 makes the second deck, if you can get what I mean. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. And then so I chose the second deck, and then I removed it, and I counted by 5s for Indigo Gabra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way until I got, choose the second deck. And I did that until I got the 4 decks I chose. So we got the Medicine cards, the Wisdom Seekers deck, Uno deck, One Piece Uno, and the Heart deck, the Psychic Heart Tarot. Okay. Cool. Wisdom Seekers, and the Medicine deck. Alright, we'll go ahead and get started. Drifting away. Alright, and then this is the one that was supposed to be the Twin Flame reading. They all became Twin Flame readings. So this is another Twin Flame reading. Woo! Messages from the new moon, guys. Alright. So using deck number 4. Well, I guess 2 cards are coming with that one. Nope. It's like this. Okay. And then, I'm actually gonna move everything up forward. Because I need more space. Might be important to clarifying it. Okay, and then deck number 2. This one. That one. And hearing clarify each one. Not sure what. Alright, and then using deck number 1, medicine cards. So I'm going to tell these messages pretty quick so I don't run out of storage space, just so you guys know. Feel pretty good about that. Tired. Ooh. So, it's number 3. Alright, well these are the ones that came out, so interesting. Alright, here we go. This is Divine Masculine, this is Divine Feminine, this is connecting energies. Divine Masculine is taking a leap of faith, perhaps. This is the clarifier. Yeah, he's moving forward, or they're moving forward with their lives and going on a new path. Whatever that means to Divine Masculine. Princess of Pentacles. This is regarding, I would say, home, or in a space, an environment that feels like home. Somewhere where they want to maintain peace and feel balanced, where everyone there feels like part of home, part of the family, so to speak. Sort of like that kind of comfort. But at the same time moving forward from that energy with this leap of faith. Yeah, regarding this, even though they're doing this, I feel as though about you, about us, Divine Feminines, it's still like in the distance, and it's like, how do we even get there? And I feel like Spirit's way of saying advice is like, just take a path. This is kind of like 2 of Swords to me in a sense. It's like making a choice. Yeah. Antelope and Rabbit. Facing your fears is what I'm hearing about in the physical world. And in terms of this new path that you are taking, I am hearing action. So take action, feel the fear, and do it anyways. Something I hear from that. With this, with feeling helpless and hopeless, seek the truth. Yeah, I hope this makes sense to you, Divine Masculines out there. This is kind of like an advice section reading. Alright, Divine Feminines, listening. You are getting really intuitive. I feel like you're picking up on some psychic messages, having a deep understanding of this whole thing going on. Clarifying, you understand there have been tower moments kind of for a lot of people, yourself included, just people in your lives. I feel like what this intuition is talking about is that you intuitively are picking up that your Divine Masculine is going on a new path, going on a new journey, that they may have had a tower moment themselves. Yeah, and it was like before there was a restrictive energy, and now we like broke out of that as a collective. I feel like many of us are breaking out of our chains, if that makes sense to you guys, and specifically us Divine Feminines. But because of this intuition card, I'm feeling that a lot of this will be linked. I feel like these kind of complement and flow together. Snake, transformation, and dolphin going with the flow. So you are creating a world for yourself. You are manifesting what you desire in this world. Like, a good analogy I like with snake is like you can take in poison and breathe out life. Poison doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger as a snake. It runs through your veins and you can turn it into a healing tool. It's like, whatever your circumstances are, you can manifest and create a positive reality for yourself. Hope that makes sense. And then dolphin is like going with the flow, riding the waves, and really getting into the flow of nature, of the universe, all that. Heal. There's a big healing energy from this that has been happening and has already happened, and of course is still going on. And yeah, choose your battles. I feel like you are realizing there's some like conflicting energies in terms of like, when do you speak to this person, when do you not, when do you approach, when do you not, when do you take action, when do you not, you know, this can apply to life in general, like, you know, when should you go to sleep, when should you get breakfast, when should you get up, you're like choosing your battles, you're like trying to decide when you're ready to do certain things, and this, what makes it a bit of a challenge is there's a lot of healing that needs to be done to help you make these decisions. And so with your Divine Masculine, this helpless feeling, what will help with that is to seek truth. And seeking the truth, what's making it a challenge is also this energy. So like they really complement each other. Connective energy, 8 of Wands. You both know what you're going towards. I feel like you both know you are going towards one another. That's beautiful. You know, with my connection, I feel that way. Perhaps I'm wrong, but you know, perhaps like I'm looking too much into things. But no, we're both leaving our old homes behind and moving on this path. I'm feeling towards one another. Healing begins in blossom. Yeah, I'm just hearing like we're leaving on this journey to really truly heal ourselves and to like pursue happiness, pursue love, pursue whatever it is we want to blossom. And to me, since it's connective energy, this is about each other. I don't mean to like assume anything out of anyone, but perhaps Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are both on this path where they want to go towards one another and create kind of like this new adventure together. Connective energy is 3 of Wands and 4 of Wands. 3 of Wands is about like waiting for opportunity, waiting to get that connection, and then 4 of Wands is like actually getting that connection, like the actual the actual coming together, the union, the celebration, the fun, the victory. So that's really nice that these came out together. And then Frog, water, purification. This is going to be such a breath of fresh air. This connecting energy is a breath of fresh air. It is very purifying. That's how I feel about this with the frog. Cleansing. Sing. I feel like music is a strong connection for all of us. For connecting energies for Divine Feminine and Masculine. Or, I'm so sorry, I should have told you guys, if you don't resonate with the twin flame talk, soulmate, friend, other person, love interest, this could be a family member, this could be anyone that you're feeling this connection with. I'm really sorry, I should have clarified that earlier. But, more or less, this is a very cleansing experience for both parties. I hope this message resonated. Woo! I made it! I didn't run out of storage space. Yeah, this was really fun, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This is my first time making such an in-depth, in-depth reading where I really set the intentions and my heart knew what I wanted to talk about. I'm so sorry, guys. I really wanted it to be more general and not just about twin flames. I'm gonna have to title this stuff Twin Flames because this is really just new moon energy about that. It's really about love, you know. But yeah, I hope these messages resonated. Let me know. I forgot to mention I'm gonna put subtitles. Kind of no point in telling you now, but I'm gonna put subtitles. So if it's hard to understand what I'm saying at some points, because the music can be loud, I can't tell. I'm kind of half deaf, to be honest. Not like literally, but I have pretty bad hearing sometimes, even though I have like good hearing. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put subtitles for all of these videos. I'm glad I made this into 3 parts, not 4. So yeah, this is the new moon energy that I'm picking up on. I love the new moon. I was born actually on a new moon. Pretty cool. So I feel really confident about this reading. I'm excited to do a full moon reading at the end of the month and see where these intention settings went. Sending love and light, guys. Peace out.